Hey guys, in this episode of Road to World Time Attack, we check out this special entry into Plazmaman Pro-Am. It's a Nismo 350Z GT300. So we're sitting down with the owner of this beautiful GT300 350Z, Dale Malone. Dale, thanks for joining us, mate.
Thanks, Alan.
Tell us more about this car, mate. So first of all, what is it?
It's a GT300, so that's the lower category below GT500. Obviously, it's a 350Z, and Nissan ran that in the category for GT from 2005 to 2011.
And this beautiful livery, what team does it belong to, and why did this one particularly perk your interest?
This is not the original livery, so there's a tribute livery, I guess, to the GT500 cars, which were quite successful. This was actually a Team Mola car, and they had a variety of different liveries. I think they changed every year, so I think this, just being a tribute, fitted the car best.
Beautiful. And what's the process of getting a car like this to Australia? Because obviously it originated in Japan and it's travelled the world a little bit since. Can you tell us a little bit more about where the car's come from, how it's gotten here today?
For sure. Well, the car sold in 2009, 2010-ish to an individual owner of that team. And then it was then on-sold with a private agreement and went to Norway. Things like that for a couple of years. It was then on-sold to an owner in Canada who, ironically, is an owner of a motor dealership through North America. And it was a part of his collection because he's a big Nissan fan. So.
Beautiful. And this isn't your first Super GT car in your possession. Like a lot of Time Attack fans might remember your S15 from a few years ago.
Yes.
So that was, again, another GT300 car.
Yep.
So what happened to that one and why the move up to a 350Z?
I had planned on keeping that car for a long time, but as the situation panned out, a collector wanted to purchase it, and that collector is a true and proper enthusiast of cars. So we did a deal, and the car moved on, and it gave me the opportunity to buy other cars. I was originally looking at a R35 GT3, but then I was able to get this car, so I jumped on a bit of history.
Awesome. So do these just come up in classifieds, mate, or how did you find out that this was available for you to buy?
They're very hard to get. So there's 4 cars in total out of Nissan's collection. They typically retain ownership. So there's 2 R34s, this car and the previous S15, obviously.
Yep. So tell me more about the technical aspects of this car. Obviously, we know that it is a race car from Japan that raced in Super GT. What kind of motor's in it? What kind of power is it making?
This is VQ35, 3.5 litre, so road engine, typically what people would see. It makes high 500s at the flywheel in terms of horsepower, but for this category it was restricted to 300 horsepower at the wheels.
So in terms of the power it's going to make at World Time Attack, are you doing any funny things to increase the power, or you're just running it as is?
There's no trickery going on. It's running completely as original. In fact, we haven't even touched the map on the ECU. It's going to be RPM limited, still with the restrictors, and we'll just cruise around and have some fun, really.
Beautiful. So you entered in Plazmaman Pro-Am Class this year.
Yep.
The car is as it ran in GT300. So it's going to be a good comparison, right, between the top end of Pro-Am and what a Super GT car can do?
I wish. Unfortunately, horsepower is going to be my biggest restriction. Yeah, it'll be great around corners and it'll look great for sure. But down the straights, I mean, those sort of segments, they're going to put seconds on me. So yeah, I think it's just there for a bit of fun and make a bit of noise, really.
So what are your favourite parts about this car, mate?
That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't thought about this. I think the favourite part about this car is the craftsmanship of the carbon fibre panels. I mean, the whole thing is carbon except for the roof, and the finish on it is brilliant. So for a level of that sort of car, it really makes it stand out.
So Dale, mate, you've been to World Time Attack a couple of times. Like I said, in the S15, you've run it before. You excited to get back to the event, mate?
Very. I think it's a great festival, really. You see a variety of cars, variety of engineering, people from all walks of life who are competing, and at the end of the weekend, everybody is friends with each other. So it's a great environment. It's a great event.
So what are your expectations of the car at the event this year?
Have fun. Keep doing laps. It doesn't worry me if I'm doing a 35 or a 36. If I can do 10 laps in a session and just make a bit of noise with it, that'd be great. So yeah, and under lights, actually, I'm looking forward to that. The cars are going to look fantastic.
Awesome. And it'll be the first time anyone's seen a GT300 350Z in Australia, right?
Correct, yes, and let alone under lights. And I mean, this actually used to run under lights because it used to do the 12-hour and 24-hour races. So it'll be good. We'll have the 24-hour night kit fitted up on it, and it'll look good.
So there's still a few weeks to go until World Time Attack, mate, and everyone is busy prepping. What else is left on the car to do prior to the event?
We've got 2 test days booked, but everything else is ready to go. So systems checks have all been done. We've rebuilt the car since December, really, so it's ready to go. Yeah.
All right, Dale, we look forward to seeing you at World Time Attack this year, mate. It's only a few weeks away. We're going to have a closer look at this car. So thank you for joining us for this episode of Road to World Time Attack, mate.